A moment has come. Trump, tariffs, global recession, global depression. Let's get into this conversation. So let's say
have
this.
to.
First, speaking for myself, but I think I speak for everybody.
Yes.
Yes, you should always be investing in stocks, and yes, you should invest in stocks when go down. After this segment, we'll talk about like investments that we like in this market. We'll talk about investments after this section, but I just want to preference that by saying that yes, we got that out the way.
Robert said, "What YG say?"
Now, as far as Donald Trump, well, okay, let's just say this. So, when I said, I hate to say I told you so,
but
just tell him.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it is needed. I said, he's not going to be good for the economy. I got a lot of backlash for that. And I got a lot of backlash for that. So much so, even my son was reading the comments. He was like, "Yo, why was they talking to you like that in the comments?" I'm like,
yeah,
I guess they really love Trump a lot. I have no personal problems. I don't like or dislike any person I don't know personally, right? But all the smart people that we know, they all said that he wasn't going to be good for the economy. That's why.
Can you name some of those really quick, just for credibility? Because it's better when it's come from somebody else's.
Well, let's leave them anonymous because I don't want them to get in trouble because But everybody said that he was going to be bad for the economy. The majority of CEOs were not backing him.
Yes,
that's just a fact.
And those who did begrudgingly.
He lost the election last time because of the economy. This is the amazing thing. He's a great marketer. He literally lost the election last time because of the economy. What makes you think that he was going to be an economic genius this time? He wasn't good last time. He wasn't good for the stock market last time. The only reason why the stock market went up is because they put an unprecedented amount of money into the economy. That helped cause inflation. That's they artificially pumped the stock market. He wasn't good for the economy before.
Well, and he had the stock market was already on an incline, right? From the previous administration. And I know, Ian, you always talk about quantitative easing, but that had really started to kick in 2016. By the time we get to 2017, obviously we start to see a rise. 2018, slight dip, but 19, and then 2020 happens.
Yep, on his watch.
On his watch.
And Republicans usually perform worse for the stock market than Democrats.
Historically.
That's just a fact. It's just
you can't argue it.
I'm a registered independent.
Yes,
but the facts are the facts, right? I personally lived two recessions in my lifetime. They did change the rules last time, but officially on the record in Guinness books, the first one was on George W. Bush's watch. The second one was on Trump's watch. It was a short one, but it was on Trump's watch. And we're headed into a third one under Trump's watch. What do they have in common? This is a non-debatable fact, right? So
it's a historical trend.
This is just a historical trend.
Yeah, that's not an opinion.
Yep. And then the crazy thing about it, and like I always say, you can't do a good deal with a bad person.
Yeah.
You can't do a good deal with a bad person. He's not a good person. He's actually a lunatic. Anybody, you sending people, you snatching people off the street and sending them to Central America to a maximum prison, and then finding out it's not even the real guy. Bad.
You watched
and then they not even gonna let him back in the country,
which is insane.
That was
like,
yeah,
bro. Like you tweaking at 12 o'clock in the night and just tweeting anything. You cursing people out randomly. Like he has no decor. He has no coof. He's the first president in American history that lost and didn't even come to the inauguration. He went golfing. Not a good person. You can't do a good deal with a bad person. So now you have Bill Ackman saying, "Oh, like you're an idiot because you publicly endorsed him. You championed the shit. Now you're under pressure because you've lost billions of dollars for your investor." And you're saying, "Oh, he went too far." You got Jim Cramer on CNBC crying, talking about this isn't what we signed up for. What'd you sign up for? You got the dude from Barstool saying, "I'm down 20 million.
Her light 20, boy.
Like, what did you think?
Adam 22 going out of business. What we told you it was gonna happen. Can you address the rumor that you were supporting Trump? And I'm like, where's the clip? He went crazy on the night of the election.
As a fact, we had blackout, and it was a whole 20-minute rant. But the thing about it is this. Okay,
you left the Willy Wonka $5 million voucher.
I mean, I could do a variety of different things. But okay, now this tariffs thing, right? This is my opinion. This is just my opinion. It's a stupid idea. That's why I said 3 months ago it's not going to work. And this is the crazy thing about the psychology of a lot of people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, well, America's been getting ripped off. America literally has been built on ripping people off.
For sure.
We started a whole
inception.
You know, we started civil wars in Central America over bananas.
Yes.
Literally.
Republic.
Thousands of people killed because we wanted to prop up dictators to make sure that we could continue to exploit banana farms. Let's not even talk about what we've done in Africa.
Oh, yeah.
America was built on exploitation. We're not getting taken advantage of. Like, when you're too greedy, you're going to end up losing. That's a life lesson.
Yeah.
Don't exceed the limits. Like, we have the highest GDP in the world. We have the highest household income in the world. We're the wealthiest nation in the history of the world. Can we improve on a couple things? For sure, nothing is ever perfect, but we are already in first place.
Yeah.
When you try to be too greedy, you end up losing. We've been exploiting the world for at least 150 years, right?
Minimum.
That's how we became the world power that we are
now. Wars in
so
Colombia over those assets.
Narrative that we are getting taken advantage of. That's the real delusion of white supremacy. You're trying to spin a narrative that we're victims. We're not victims, literally. Can you renegotiate trade deals? Yes, but you got to do it intelligently, one at a time. You don't do it in the manner that it was done. Every single intelligent economist said that this is probably the worst decision in 95 years. So will the stock market come back? Yes. So if everybody's saying like, oh, well, this is a good opportunity to buy the dip. Well, sometimes in life is bigger than just an opportunity to make money, because when every single thing in the economy goes up, that's not helpful for anybody. It's going to be a lot of pain. Like, yeah, we're going to be okay. But the person that's making $45,000, they're going to feel a lot of pain. Hurt. You got to have some level of empathy for these people. They're not going to be able to survive when their iPhone goes up to $2,000. Like, you don't understand that people in recessions, suicide rates go up when it's recessions. You don't understand that. You don't understand that people lose their homes during recessions. They have nowhere to.
Domestic violence goes up.
You got children that's going to be homeless. Like, it's a little bit bigger than just making money in the stock market. We're going to tell you how to make money in the stock market, but you have to have some level of intelligence and empathy and humanity. The way he's going about this is completely irresponsible, and it's a self-inflicted gunshot wound. It didn't even need to happen. Sometimes in life, you just get into a recession and it just has to happen. This didn't need to happen. He's literally crashing the market for no reason. That's why Jim Cramer was like, I feel disappointed. That's why Einstein of Wall Street was like, this is a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Like, this is literally probably one of the most irresponsible things of all time. And even Elon Musk is going against it. He went too far. His best friend who actually got him in office is saying like, these guys are idiots. So Europe's laughing at him. And when you're trying to champion this shit, you look stupid trying to support this because he's not intelligent even enough to know what they're going on. You got people from the University of Pennsylvania saying like there's no rhyme or reason to this tariffs. And I got to deal with somebody on social media who has never traded a stock before saying, well, no, this is chess move. This is chess, not checkers.
That's not chess.
No, or this formula makes perfect sense.
It makes no sense. And the last thing I'm going to say about this is that he's doing tremendous harm to the brand of America. America will no longer be the #1 country in the world. We know that's going to happen. China is going to take over that mantle very shortly. All he's doing is just accelerating that. We already have a problem with our education system in America. And now all he's doing is just making it easier for China. Every country that's mad at us, they just run into China. You're going to see Mexico. You're going to see Canada. You're going to see all of our top trade partners signing deals with China. China is taking advantage of this situation. It's lowering the standard of America, and it's going to hurt America long term. America will be the next Europe. In 50 years, America is going to be like Europe. A past relic of greatness. People's going to come and just look at like the Hollywood book of like the stars and say, oh, that was a place that was pretty cool. We're not going to be a third world country, but we'll be like France or we'll be like Great Britain. We don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. This is China's century. He's accelerating that. And a lot of you guys are helping it because you champion this dumb shit, and you should be ashamed of yourself because you're not going to benefit from it. That's the sad thing about it. Like you're basically, like you're not long term. You're not going to benefit from it. Okay.
I appreciate it. Like you cooked.